If you are a serious personal development student, this episode is a must hear for you. This episode will ground a lot your work, will make the abstract facets or the abstract concepts of personal development that basically most of them are very abstract. It will make them more grounded in reality. It will make them more results orientated. Therefore, you will be able to be more effective in the results that you are trying to manifest in your life. This is an episode that I am always referring to the concept that I will be discussing here in all previous episodes. I'm always telling you about the key performance indicators, but I didn't have any episode explaining exactly what the hell is this. So, my friend, open your mind, open your heart, and more importantly, open your life. Because after you understand this key performance indicator, you will be able to twist your personal development strategy, your personal development plan, whatever you are doing for growing exponentially. You're about to twist that into an exponential growth just by implementing this idea. Let's go, baby. Welcome to the Mastermind Podcast Challenge. This is season 2. My name is Dr. Derek Israel, and I have a couple of things before I proceed forward. I will be moving my studio to another place, so therefore, I will be recording most of the episodes of this week in this podcast. I will be recording those in one session, so they will be a little bit more short than you are used to, and also I will be recording the whole month ahead of the Mastermind podcast. The next 20 episodes after this week, they are gonna be all shortcasts. So if you have been enjoying that type of format in which I just do a very short performance and I combine that with sonic or musical technology, self-created, most of them. Sometimes I use other music, but most of them are self-created music. Well, you will be enjoying this new month that it will be ahead of us in the Mastermind podcast. After this month of only shortcasts, I'm gonna be coming back to the camera to do the final road, the final walk of the Mastermind Podcast Challenge Season 2 that we are gonna end in December something 2022 after 1 year of non-stop episodes in this podcast. So thank you for still being here. And let's go right into the subject. This is the episode, I believe, 618. And today I will be speaking about key performance indicators. This is a huge personal development concept that is basically a concept from business. Like businesses, they have systems and they have a lot of processes that they need to run in order to be able to be effective on business. But how do you know if those systems and those processes are working or not? Well, businesses, they need to establish a metric. They need to establish an indicator, a result that will show them if the process or the system is working or not. And after they establish that, they can measure that and they can face that against the expectation, against the objective, reality versus expectation. And they can adjust operations accordingly to the key performance indicator. So, for example, if the key performance indicator is showing less than what they wanted, they can, I don't know, maybe increment their action, increment their production, increment the marketing, increment the sales, increment something in the whole operation, in the whole channel, in order to maximize the key performance indicator. But maybe the key performance indicator is too much and they don't want it to be too much. Maybe it's temperature, for example. The temperature is too much. They don't want that key performance indicator be so high, so they can then switch some operations, some materials, maybe raw materials, maybe some chemicals, maybe some stuff, in order to modulate that key performance indicator to be as nearest as possible to the objective of the business. Now, one huge thing, this key performance indicator can assume any form that you establish beforehand. So a key performance indicator is just a result metric, is something that you will measure your results with. So it's not a specific type of measure, it's just a type of measure. Okay. So I will give you some examples, because that way you will be able to understand the concept better. And obviously, we are working here with personal development, so I will give you some examples on how you can use it for your personal development in order to be more grounded in practicality and not only in philosophy and, in the abstract. So, for example, for me, this is for me, and this is a key performance indicator that I like a lot. For me, a key performance indicator of my personal development is how much sales I am conducting, for example, in a month, or it can be in a week, it can be in a day, it can be in a year. I decide the time frame of the key performance indicator. Why I choose sales? Well, this is only one of them that I choose. But for me, sales is very important, because sales, how much I sell, is a representation of how much I am getting, or I am transforming into a better professional, into a better influencer, into a better persuader, into a more effective marketer. You see how much I am getting out of my comfort zone, how many products I am developing, how many new services I am developing. And of course, any new service demands that I learn something new, because I cannot offer something that I don't know. How can I give you a service if I don't know what I'm going to do? So for me, in order to sell more, I need to be better. My sales are a direct representation of my personal development, although sales is in my in my business dimension. But my business dimension is infinitely interconnected with my personal development, because I am the business. In my case, I am the business. I am the entrepreneur. I am Derek Israel brand. So therefore, how much I sell with my brand is a direct representation of my personal development. But I do not only use the key performance indicator for sales. For example, another key performance indicator that I use is how many days in a week I went to the gym or I train. Easy. So maybe for me, the key performance indicator will be, okay, I will train 5 days per week. No excuses. I know that 5 is my key performance indicator. And I start Sunday counting. Okay, I got 1, Monday 2, maybe Tuesday I rested, then Wednesday I woke, then Thursday I go, then Friday I rested, and then Saturday I say, okay, I only went 4. So I know that I am trying to compare my key performance indicator with my actual results, and I am noticing, well, I missed 1 day this week. What went wrong? Well, I was tired, blah blah blah. I hear all the excuses, right? Because your ego always will give you excuses. But then you can plan ahead and you can say, okay, next week I will make sure that I will hit this key performance indicator and I will go 5 times the next week. and you can plan ahead and you can be more reality oriented. You see, because when you don't establish key performance indicators, you are leaving your personal development to the heaven, to the skies, to the abstract. Oh, yes, Derek, I am growing a little bit, but how much you are growing? Well, Derek, I don't know. You see, I'm getting better by, in my emotions. What is the key performance indicator of that? And that is something that I ask my clients in coaching. Like, first, I teach them about the key performance indicators because I want to measure progress. For example, if you want to grow with your emotions, just think what can be your key performance indicator. Well, uh, sorry guys, I need to put this laptop on a charger. Just give me 30 seconds. Don't go anywhere. Alrighty. I'm back, baby. So I tell them, okay, what is your key performance indicator? For emotions, for example, maybe you have time to think while I was charging the laptop. So for emotion, it can be, okay, I will be, if I am really mastering my emotions, I should be happy at least 20 days per month. 20 days per month, I should be feeling very happy. And that is a kind of a key performance indicator that I am mastering my emotions. And of course, we are not every day super happy, right? Some days we are a little bit sad, some days we are frustrated, and that's okay. We are emotional beings and we have a diversity of emotions, but we want to be more happy than other type of emotional states, right? So you start counting in a calendar how I felt today. I felt happy, 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 sad, happy, 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 sad, angry, angry, sad, frustrated, happy, happy, or maybe fearful, blah, blah, blah. And then you count at the end of the month. Okay, so here I just felt happy only 15 days out of the 30 days. That's a result. Now you didn't hit your goal, but notice, now you have something to work with. Now you know that next month you should be aspiring to feel happy 5 more days in order to hit your key performance indicator. So you will ask yourself, what can I do to be happy, 5 more days? And your brain will say, okay, maybe if you go to this place, you will be happy because you love this place. And maybe if you meditate in the weekends, you will be happy because you control your emotions when you are meditating. So therefore, you will be more happy. And maybe if you go and hang out with your old friends because you love them and you haven't seen them in a long time, you will be happy. And maybe if you have sex, maybe 15 times in this month with your partner, and that can be another key performance indicator, you will be happy because every time that you have sex, you are happier. It is proof that orgasm is an antidepressant, is a natural antidepressant. So you can hack your way, notice, with that number, with that key performance indicator, you can hack your way towards a better and happy life. But if you don't know what is your key performance indicator, in this case of mastering emotions and happiness, you are just leaving everything to randomness, to chaos, to nothingness. You see, so this is a good way to measure your personal development. This is the science behind personal development. For example, a good key performance indicator for sex, maybe you are striving to have sexual mastery. I have a course on sexual mastery on derekisrael.com. The link is on the description. Maybe if you're a man and you want to master not ejaculating too quick, like waiting until your partner is completely satisfied before you ejaculate, you can measure the time that you actually perform. Like, for example, you will say, okay, my key performance indicator will be that I will last 45 minutes, 45 minutes before I ejaculate in every sexual session. So you do the experiment and you put a clock. Literally, you go with your phone and you put a clock, uh, you know, uh, um, a chronometer, and you are there and you are watching the clock, and you, your partner may say, "What the hell are you doing?" You say, "Forget it, baby. I am improving my sexual capacity because I want to satisfy you more. I want to be better in order to give you more pleasure, more love, to be a better lover for you." She will understand. But now if you want to ejaculate very bad, and you look at the clock and it's only like 25 minutes, you are like, "Oh man, I need to last." And then you can switch position, you can do oral sex, you can focus on the kissing of it, you can do a massage, you can do something to extend the length. Notice. And then when the clock is in 45, you bang, you explode, and you practice and practice and practice and practice that, measuring the time, and soon enough, you will be lasting 45 minutes without looking at the clock because you trained your brain. But if you didn't train with a key performance indicator, in this case, time, 45 minutes beforehand, established as a goal, well, you never know. You will never improve in your sexual mastery because maybe, yes, you improve a little bit, but you don't have anything objective to prove it to yourself. And in order to keep adding on new perspectives, new textures of personal development, you see, this is about details. Hey, I just put in my laptop in charge mode. Guys, I need to, I don't know, something is happening. Wait a minute. Okay, I'm back. Oh my goji. Now it's charging. Okay, so that is how you can do it on sex, but you can do it in so many things. I do it with books. I do it with pages in books. Like before, I don't do that anymore. But back in the day when I was starting to do the to train my brain to read a lot, what I used to do is I use the key performance indicator of reading 50 pages per day. It's not too much, but you need to push it a little bit. So every day I just woke up and I just read 50 pages. And sometimes I just read it through the day. Like maybe I read in this session 20, then I read 15, and then I read 10, and then I read the final 5 before going to sleep. And I said, okay, I read the 50 pages today. I'm good. So I did that. Then I put it another key performance indicator of reading 12 books per day, just a couple of pages of each book. And I did that for a couple of times. That was my key performance indicator. I just continue to switch the key performance indicator, but I'm always putting a number in my goal because I want to be able to measure. And when you put a number to your brain focus, your brain focus. So you can do this with how many courses do you take in a year? How many personal development programs do you take in a year? You see, how many podcasts do you listen to a week? What else? What else can you do, baby? There's so it's you need to be very realistic with your goals. Like you need to know exactly what you want out of life and how that you want, how you can measure certain indicators that show you that you are getting closer and closer and closer and closer. And then you need to establish those indicators very specifically in order for them to add to your behavior, to add to your course of action, to add to your strategy. Personal development, this is a strategy, folks. This is something that we need to plan. This is not a game. Yes, we play in personal development. This is about play also. This is about having fun. It is supposed to be like this. But as Jet Li said in Enter the Dragon, when his master asked him what is martial arts or something like that, he said, martial arts is to play, but to play seriously. That is one of the most profound things that I have ever heard in my life. Personal, well, he didn't say personal development, he said martial arts, but let's say here personal development. Personal development is to play. We are playing, we are having fun, man. This is a game, but it's to be played seriously. You see, so you need to be periodic, you need to be systematic, and you need to establish different key performance indicators to everything that you are doing in order to improve your life. Easy peasy, 20 minutes. I hope that you enjoyed this podcast. Remember that I want you to leave a comment in the comment sections about just one key performance indicator. KPA is the abbreviation, with one key performance indicator that you will establish for your life. Give me a number, give me a category, and then implement your course of action. I want to know, what are you thinking? What are you working? And in that way, we can communicate in the comment sections, and we can, create a better community. Also, remember that there in the description of this video, you can join our Patreon if you want to support this podcast. Also, the Telegram chat is there. It's completely free. You can join us. Also, there you can go to myderekisrael.com. There's the store. You can work with me one-on-one on my coaching. You can work with me in the psychotherapy business. And you can work with me also in the guru spiritual business. So if you want to improve in a personalized service with your favorite Dr. Derek Israel, you can hire my service there. Also, my courses, sexual mastery. I have the other course about life purpose, self-love, meditation, hyperproductivity. Just go check the courses, enroll in one, and transform your life. I see